Now we just gotta hope my computer can actually give frames to Twitch at a sane rate.
It's 1:30.
What the hell is all this CPU going into? Okay, so it's doing a little bit of audio, but some video. But like this isn't, I see OBS using 200% CPU, and that doesn't make much sense. Okay, this thread didn't exist for that long, did it? Ah, okay. Yeah, so it's like using 50% CPU to capture, um, it's using like 50% CPU to capture the actual video frames, and then like way too many threads to do the actual video encoding. Like, boy, is that 6 threads? That's nuts. I have tried turning it to hardware encoding before, but it's just like completely. but then like what happens is the video on Twitch is just blank, and that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I could try turning down the frame rate. You don't need that many frames per second for a programming stream, but I have to restart. Oh well. I'll just hope things work okay. Let's get a window. Yeah. Hey everybody. Yeah, the Mac equivalent. Yeah, the Mac equivalent of Task Manager's Activity Monitor. It has this really neat button that just will sample any running process. So, shh. Oh yeah, this is an easy fix. What do you mean, Chris? What about EU friendliness? Oh great, now OBS is only at 50%. I don't know how that happened, but I guess that's... Maybe it's because the whole screen is now just mostly the same color and it's easier for the compressor. Either way, that's good news. Hey Rexa Gamer, thanks for following. Sorry, I'm 3 minutes late. I guess I suck at reading chat. Timing of the stream, damn it. Maybe I shouldn't have spent however many hours scrolling through Twitter. Apologies. New Mac? I've been thinking, I was just thinking earlier today, this Mac is getting kind of beat up, and I think it might be having like thermal throttling issues. So yeah, maybe. Chris, you should probably go to sleep. What am I looking for? What do you mean? Actually, here's what I'm going to do now. What are we doing? I'm opening a Firefox window. I just switched to Firefox because I'm going to have to do that sooner or later. But now I guess I'm looking at the list of open GitHub issues because that's how I remember to do anything. What Mac am I looking for? I have not thought about it. The reason I'm able to switch to Firefox now is because of that that relatively recent update, like a month ago, where they made it like not waste giant amounts of power on Mac by GPU accelerating things in a reasonable manner. So that's cool. All right. In all likelihood, what's going to happen is I'm just gonna be way too lazy to actually buy said Mac. Oh well. So we have issues, lots of issues. What are those blue bars? That means that there's been new comments since I last looked at the issue, or like I haven't looked at this issue before, on Red basically. This one I said I would fix yesterday, so I'm going to fix it now. So it's that. I'm going to need to... let's see, I think I need that... I'm going to need the PDF of the Intel CPU documentation. Here it is. AMD... I say. There we go. Let me tweet the stream link. So this, okay, I need the opcode maps. Actually, more than the opcode maps, I need the list of currently handled opcodes. Oh shit, I already have it open. Let me close that. Here they are. Huh, so we don't have FIComp. So the P is pop, but apparently I don't have ICOM. So, yeah, I'm going to need a different Intel reference file. Let's see here. Converted integer to float, compare it with the stack, and set condition flags. Alright, this can't be hard. So, for the starting point, let's, I guess, add the opcode. Good night, Chris. This is always memory. So this entire row. Do I have any of those? Like, well, I do have fi sub. Fi sub R. Screen's being a little laggy. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I only have 2 cores, and OBS can't use hardware encoding on Mac. I'm just relying on the fact that you don't really need all that many frames a second to watch a programming stream. So you already have 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 2 and the 3 are missing, which is FICOM and FICOM-P. So just add those, I guess. But these are the 32-bit forms, and the 16-bit forms are down here, so I have to add that too. And now I have to actually implement the thing. Damn it. One syllable. Thanks for following. I know my email follow notification seems to have broken, so I just have to rely on periodically glancing at the activity feed. So we need, I guess, something here. We have COM-I, so now we need ICOM. In 32 and 64-bit forms. Or is it the 32 and 16-bit forms? Because, yeah, 32 and 16. Whew. No, this is an int. Is it signed? Yeah, it's signed. Should do it. Anyway, the bug that was reported, I never bothered to actually reproduce the bug, was like the latest version of GCC did this. Oh, great. Oh, I have to add this to the header file. Okay.
It's 1:45.
So it is. So GCC. I think this is the latest version of Alpine, so let's upgrade the hell out of it. I should, comment these out for the moment just to make sure that this actually did fix the problem. Wait, this is fucked up. There we go. Alright, now I get to wait for it to download and unpack a tar file while OBS is chewing up half the CPU. What fun! Ah, I got a ping. I don't know if I want this ping. Alright, fine, maybe. Maybe I'll buy a Mac. Okay, now it wants to upgrade the entire system instead of just the thing I asked it to upgrade, so now it's going to take a little longer. Meantime, what other issues do we have? This is kind of not ever going to happen. What is this? Not China International Internet Nationwide Finance. So SMB. I know there's an issue open for Fuse. Why did that search not find it? Error when building Xcode. Right, this one, I remember this one. This one was like, I didn't understand why it was working on my computer. So, we'll definitely want to look at that. Oh, great, it stopped because my computer thought it was ransomware. Oh well. But I better remember to look at that. Mont is shown twice, flickering and nano. I could not reproduce these. I don't really know what the hell was going on there. Lag, yes. Kind of have to get used to the lag. Failed to run ADB. I definitely want to fix this, but I don't have an Android phone to try to connect to. So I would kind of have to like fire up an Android emulator first. Line drawing characters appears Q and X. This I kind of need to fix. That's all JavaScript work in all likelihood. So I should do that. As a bonus, you can watch me send a Chrome code review, I guess. Because this probably means like this feature is missing an H term. I don't need to implement it. Anything fun? The silver search are not terminating. Missing Futex requeue. Yeah, I don't know how I solved that problem. I could just wake them all up. Maybe. I don't know. Dark mode, you think? Yes, dark mode for about screen. The problem with that is, like, I have no idea how to do this. Like, I mean, if you set your iOS system to dark mode, I think this just works. But if you don't, wait, does it? Let me check. Let me find out. If it doesn't, that's something that can be fixed. Okay, so I'm in light mode. Turn on dark mode. Why is the about screen still light? How do I what? Why does that not work? Oh shit, this is for AppKit. What do you mean customize the new tab? How do I do that? Alright, I honestly do not want shit recommended by Pocket. Ah, you can do that. And that. Whew. So much nicer. Whew. I wonder why this is the default. Alright, this is good. But like, how do I do this? Someone who understands iOS, please explain this to me, because I don't understand why this dialog is not dark, and how to make it dark. Alright, how are we doing here? Still waiting to upgrade. It says we're almost done, but there's still 20% left. Is Python really big or something? Do we not have GCC installed? Or maybe not. Maybe I have to go get that. Wait, is it literally just an info plist key? Damn. Oh wait, no, this is how you... Okay. You know what? Maybe I can just do this. Let's see. Improve the font size a bit so you guys can see. So there's override user interface style of window view or view controller. Okay, let's do the about view controller. Override user interface style. I probably have to wrap this in like if available. You know what? This is probably all I need to do. Let's try running this. Daily Hacker News stream? What do you mean? Wait, okay. Sorry, the point of the stream is to avoid reading Hacker News and instead get actual work done. Apologies if you thought I was going to just read Hacker News. And I could, but that's not very productive, is it? Oh wait, no. Okay, so they actually have a page for iOS and a page for Mac, and this is the iOS page. This probably actually has the answer to my question. Wait, what's this?
It's 2 o'clock.
Let's see if that works. Well, if you just do JavaScript, I'm about to do some JavaScript after I fix, like, this bug and probably another bug. What is that time announcer? It's a setting in the date and time preferences if you would like to be constantly informed about the passage of time. You know what? I don't know if this, I don't know if I can call this a success. Let me try and get this set up so that you can see what it looks like. I think if I open QuickTime and see if it can, like, not use all of my CPU. Oh man. Okay, now QuickTime is not, it doesn't like me, and I have to give it access to the microphone even though I don't need it. This is Xcode, the IDE that you're required to use if you make an iOS app. Security and privacy. If you open up QuickTime, it can treat your connected iPad as a camera and show you that on screen. So I am making an attempt to show you guys what this kind of dark mode about screen looks like. Microphone, QuickTime. Very pretty, thank you. I mean, I didn't design it. I just chose the default color scheme, but, like, sure. There we go. What do you guys think? Well, I mean, maybe I chose the wrong view controller to be dark theme. Let's see. How about I go and do this to the navigation view controller? There's probably just a checkbox in Interface Builder to see what this would look like, though I'm gonna need to write some code. What about the header? Yeah. Like, if you load a new page, it also isn't dark theme, and that's because, like, just the first page is set as dark theme and not the header. There's already a way to make the terminal dark. You can go to Appearance and make it dark, but Rexo here has been complaining that the About screen is never dark. So if I go to this navigation controller, damn it, there's not a thing there. Is it here? Is it here? What if I make a... Oh no, this is key commands. What if I make a user-defined property? User-defined runtime attributes. Override user interface style. Odds are this just won't work. but we have to make it 2. Let's see how this goes. Parallax. Isn't it fun? Alright, how's this going? This finally finished, so I can test GCC. Okay, it doesn't crash. I see this as an absolute win. The next question, though, is now if I take out this fix that I tried to make, would it still crash? Would it still not crash? Yeah, odds are this user-defined runtime attribute crap just won't work, but at least I tried. Feedback app, I am on the beta. I haven't installed the beta profile, so my next update will not be beta. Thank God. No, I didn't give up. I'm hoping this works. I guess we'll see. So the app's in dark mode. If we open the about... Oh my god, it's dark! But then it's still in dark mode if I switch to... if I switch the terminal. So what I want to do is make the dark mode of it, make it dark mode if in the same circumstances as if the terminal is dark. Actually, guys, stop saying I gave up. I freaking did it. Maybe my stream latency is just too high for you to see that I did it. Oh well. What's my stream latency at? If anyone wants to hit the little settings thing and check the settings and the stream stats and see how badly behind I am. It is, yes, can you believe it? User-defined runtime attributes are like the most jank possible thing, but they kind of work. But like, this is obviously not the real solution. What do we actually need to do? Something needs to... Yeah, I'm trying to sync it with the terminal theme. Something needs to, like, watch the terminal theme. Probably the easiest thing to do would be to subclass this UI navigation controller. 5 seconds, that's not so bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna make the about thing dark if the keyboard is dark. Latency can be okay, you know, if the stars align. It's possible that the latency just seems really low because I'm really slow at reading chat. Is the keyboard input accessory view still using UDRAs? No, I've subclassed I made this bar button subclass and just did everything in code. Thank God it's not using UDRAs. Also, we can thank MNPN for making up the term UDRA. 13 seconds, oh well. What do I actually need to do? Yeah. Hold on, who creates this navigation controller? It's either the app delegate or this terminal view controller. Yeah, it's the terminal view controller that goes to create this view controller. So, yeah, we should just make a subclass. You know what I think is like what's actually going on is no insane person uses user-defined runtime attributes. Okay, so now I can just go and set the class of this thingy. About navigation controller and make this do stuff. And what I mean by do stuff is observe when add an observer for when the theme changes, I guess. Alright, see you in a minute. What I tried to say. See you in a bit, MNPN. No visible interface. Okay, great. Boom. There we go. Yeah. Shit slows down while you're running OBS. It's just how it goes. Yeah, Xcode likes to make incredibly long lines, and I don't like to argue with it, you know? Just start typing up the changelog. I typically do that at the very last minute. Just poke through the commit log and be like, okay, this is what changed. Spend like 2 minutes. So. Wait, shouldn't we be observing, is there, yeah, there's a keyboard appearance property. Can we just observe that and find out when the keyboard appearance changes? No, we can't, because we have to list things that keyboard appearance depends on. If you can do that, properties affecting shit. You defined dependencies with KVO. So you're going to emulate iOS on your Linux machine to run a compatibility layer for user space Linux. Can we go deeper? Perhaps. What was I looking for? KVO dependencies. Key paths for values affecting blah.
This might be a Mac-only thing. Oh well. I guess I'll just observe theme. Oh, it's theme dot keyboard appearance. I'm dumb. Hi, you missed Xcode being pretty slow at autocompleting. I actually need to wrap this entire thing in iOS 13. Alright, I probably just did it. Like right there. Yeah, new Mac times. The reason that Xcode is being slow is because OBS is using all my CPU, which is probably because I need a new Mac. So, you know, it all works out in the end. The community is basically just MNPN, who wants me to get a new Mac.
So that explains it. A growl.
Oh yeah, back to what the other thing the other bug I'm working on it simultaneously. Can we run GCC now? No. Well, okay, GCC works. Can I run G++? Can I make a C++ file and run it?
We have found, so we've reproduced the bug. Let's put the fix back and see if it actually makes a difference.
This might take a minute. Oh, haha. So that finished building by now, and it turns out it doesn't work. Oh, did it just crash? Yeah. What's up now? Wait, this is a breakpoint? No. This is an exception throw. What was the stack? We just set the value of theme, and it decides it would like to die. Is there an exception description? Can I continue to see this? Ah, shit. Message was received but not handled. What do you mean, duck? What is with all these water birds? um... I mean, as a test, we can comment that out. Oh, it might be that we need a dealloc to remove the observer.
To say fuck. Very nice. Can anyone name any other water birds? Alright, back to the other bug. ./a.out. Hi. Ship it! Penguin. I mean, they're more ice birds than water birds, I guess. Are you just reading this off of Wikipedia? Yeah, this is hardly a programming stream anymore. This is just a listing of birds stream while programming. I don't know if an ostrich is a water bird. I know barely anything about ostriches. I had a feeling. You were reading from some online reference. Igrao. How do you pronounce your name, by the way?
Igrao, I guess.
Alright, how's this doing? Looking good so far? Woo! It worked! It still works. What if we close it and then reopen it? Fuck. And now... Okay, so the problem is if you open it for the first time in dark mode, it's dark. Alright, Igrao. So what's wrong? I did specify NS key value observing option new, which means it is supposed to immediately check this when it loads. So let's use the power of breakpoints. Okay, nothing has loaded yet. And we set this observer, and this never gets called. Why? Alright, let's do this. Let's just make a method that's like, oh, no, I didn't mean new. I meant initial. There we go. We want both. Now that's a very long line, and I'm hoping you're using X, and if you're looking at that line, I hope you're using Xcode to wrap the line. That's a lot of birds, man.
Okay, time to commit this.
Alright. I've now officially accomplished something today. Cool, now let's try this out. Oh, we're gonna hit the breakpoint. And if we're lucky, we hit the other breakpoint. Woohoo! And now it works. Look! You can open the About screen, and it's dark. Oh my god! You can even change it. Alright. Time to ship it.
By ship, I mean commit. Yeah, that's a lot of force. But, luckily, my, work keyboard isn't broken anymore. Not that I did anything to fix it, it just, like, it's working better now. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but oh well. By ship, I mean push to Google. Alright, see ya, Rexo. No need to ban you.
It's 2:30.
Jesus, this argument. Anyway, this actually fixed a bug. Thanks, Rexo, for making me fix it. 4923. Okay, boom.
And now we're back down to 3 pages of GitHub issues. Woohoo!
Okay. Time for some JavaScript, in all likelihood. So, right now,
Apparently, if I install Midnight Commander, everything fucks up. Four-year coverage for weird butterfly keys. But then I need to go to the Apple Store and, like, fucking wait 3 to 5 business days. That's no fun. Bird water, yes. Alright, now witness the bug, which... Actually, let me bump up the text size a bit. Which apparently, if you install Midnight Commander, and run it, you get this crap. All the letter, all the supposed line drawing characters are just the letter Q. And that's what I need to fix. And that's going to involve some research. Yeah, that's probably it. So, use the escape open parenthesis 0 with escape open parenthesis v. JavaScript, here we come. No fix? Why? Come on, what's wrong? Like, do you enjoy having all your lines be Q's and X's? Yeah. So I guess a good starting point would be the escape sequence parser. Wait, no, this is I don't know what that is. Why do you like it so much? Like, I can't use this. Okay, your vote has been taken into consideration, and has been outweighed by the vote of the guy who filed the bug report and my vote. Oh wait, MNPN is voting to keep the queue? Oh no, we're tied. Oh well. Escape, open paren, set G0 character set. Apparently this is already implemented and just broken or something. What do you mean both of those are you? Oh, I filed the bug report. Damn it. In reality, I filed this bug report because some guy in the Discord said it was broken. G0.
Damn it, guys. Alright, I'll just fucking look in the Discord. Swear to God. It was on the Bug Reports channel. I think. Or not. Yeah, here it is. Oh joy, the Travis CI build is broken. Alright, I mean, if you're claiming to be 3 different people, and I actually have 2 different people, I'm clearly that wins. I should fix the build though. Is it not? It's not broken when I don't push broken shit. And apparently today I got unlucky and pushed broken shit. This is solidly my fault though. Done. Oh, amazing. I closed half of my terminal. And I was trying to close a browser tab. Shit happens when OBS is running. Anyway, apparently we have character maps. Mapping from received to display character. Where do these maps come from? Oh, here they are. Yeah. B is the default, and 0 is the one where Q and X become line drawing characters. Whew. Oh, is the build fixed or the build broken? No, the build's broken again. Wait, I just got 2 consecutive build broken emails. Oh, this one's about before I just fixed it. Thank God. So apparently this is implemented and is just broken. So I think we need a debugger. And for that, we need to launch Safari, because that's how you debug JavaScript on iOS. What just means I'm longing for a new Mac? That the build's broken? Seems a little far-fetched to me. Oh god, Safari. I should have used Safari Tech Preview. And my computer's totally gonna overheat now. You can't use this version of Safari Technology Preview with this version of macOS. Great. Install Node.js? No, goddammit, this JavaScript is running in Safari on my iPad. And so I need to debug it using Safari on my Mac. It's just how it works. This is so sad. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. Yeah, fair, MNPN, I need a new Mac. Alright, new excuse. Is that I am at work most days and would not actually use said new Mac most of the time. Fine, let's launch Safari.
Do I feel okay with closing this entire browser window with 24 tabs, though, to speed up my computer? I'm going to do it. Install Node.js and rewrite ish in Node.js. I would do that if it wasn't fundamentally impossible.
Alright, we finally have a debugger. Here we go. Maybe? Come on, you can do it. At last. We have a debugger. Okay, I wanted to break on this function here, the thing for parsing the open parenthesis. I know it's a bad excuse, but at the same time, yeah, that's kind of my response. This is hterm VT. Well, it's all concatenating to one file thing. Oh, hi, Mom. Okay, let's see if I can arrange these windows in a good way.
It's 2:45.
And we didn't hit the breakpoint. What the fuck? Node.js can't run at any reasonable amount of speed on iOS. Okay, he's supposed to call this. God damn it. Um, interpret. What will it take to change the wallpaper? It would take upgrading macOS. All right, let's go and break on this function. Why did that do nothing? What the fuck? You might be able to pause and unpause the stream to sort of reset the delay. Yeah, I mean, it is true that my computer sucks. Why is nothing working? Can we even break on this? This should be called constantly. So we can break there. In this case, the data is the terminal command prompt. So we press enter, and now the data is, I guess that's setting the terminal title? See, the problem with the Discord Go Live feature is it's Windows only, and I am not a Windows user. Alright, what the fuck happened? I'm so confused. Why does nothing work? I guess we can step into this to see what the hell's going on. Okay, what? Are the line numbers all wrong or something? There we go. I guess the line numbers were all wrong. Yeah, I guess that explains what was happening. Boom. 4 minutes behind? What?
Alright, time to restart the app.
Can I order a new Mac now? No. Alright. This time, I swear to God, something will work.
Boom! Okay.
Let's find out what the fuck broke. Wait. Now I have to break inside this function. Okay. Okay, so the parser is a state machine. And this is the next state. Hopefully this is better.
X state, someone's telling me about. It has nothing on the website, so, well, it says JavaScript state machine, but there's no way to know because it's really tiny. But no, I didn't write this code. See, this is part of Chrome OS because I guess they thought no one would use Chrome OS if it didn't have a terminal. So, not my choice what libraries to use. Anyway, now, the time shouldn't be hidden now. How desynced is it now? Is it like my video is playing in slow motion or something? I know my stream health says unstable. Lower my bitrate. Where do I do that? I'm at 4K? No, I'm not. Oh, okay, I'm not at 4K resolution, but 4K bitrate. That would make sense. And I should be able to turn that down. Yeah, I'll make that 2K. Is that better? Video stops and comes back. That feels like I don't have enough. That feels like a symptom of not having enough cores on my computer. Not enough spare cycles. Like OBS here says 30% CPU. If I look in Activity Monitor, well, Activity Monitor is completely frozen because because OBS is taking up so much CPU it does never get to run. Do I have to restart the stream after changing the bitrate? I already have my compression preset at ultra fast, so like Can you guys hear me? Can you guys also see me? Woo! Alright. I am the god of computers, and no one can stop me. Oh, I cannot be seen? Oh, by cannot be seen, you mean I haven't bothered to set up a face cam. I see. Well, great. I have no more latency problems. One cannot be a god unless you use dark mode. Heretic. What have you burned to the stake for that? I would set up a face cam if my computer didn't just fucking freeze if I tried to make that happen. Anyway, now that I can successfully stream, why is this not working? Oh, the logs are appearing in the Logs tab. Who knew? So we do get chars at 0 sometimes. It looks like I'm going to be stuck with printf debugging because of some garbage about how this entire system is so fucked up. But it does get a chars at 0 thing. And yeah. All right, let's make it actually print out every character it processes. Like consume char. How does that work? How does it work if there are no escape characters currently? Parse state. So this is the current state of the terminal. This is the default parse function. Okay. So it will just take all the stuff until it finds an escape sequence. Ah yes, the sound of no stream freezing. Yes, I imagine that's debatable. Remember how you said that whether the i7 is worth it is debatable given Apple thermals. Don't you need an i7 to have more than 2 cores? We should honestly be having this debate some other time. Anyway, the default parse function. Let's just add some printfs to this. Like this. What's this print function?
of this. Self.terminal.print. Self equals this. All right, who pays attention to the char set table? Like the G0. H-trim screen. Okay. Oh, so you can get an i5 with a quad core. I thought that was the main difference with an i7 is that you can get it as is that it was quad core. I may be wrong. G0. What is up? Does it actually do anything with this, maybe? Oh, interesting. What's this changelog entry? Oh, that was 2012. Hardly relevant.
It's 3:15.
No, they're all quad core? Okay, fun. What's the clock speed like? Also, what the hell is GL and GR? Baseline i5 starts at 1.4 gigahertz. That's pretty goddamn slow. I mean, yeah, that's the obvious thing that LNR could mean. Look at the video you sent? Okay, fine. I'll just watch the video on stream instead of actually doing work. Ugh.
Let's see how the hardware encoder holds up here.
Yo guys, Jonathan here, and this is the brand new, just released 2019...
Man, this is not a good playback frame rate.
...13 13-inch MacBook Pro.
Okay, this is a bit better.
Specifically, this is the lower tier entry-level 13-inch MacBook Pro, which now features Touch Bar, and prior to this, you had to dish out a minimum of $1,800 to get Touch Bar on a MacBook, whereas this comes in at $1,299, and that's huge. It's also packing a T2 chip, which is super underrated, a quad-core processor, and more importantly, the MacBook lineup finally makes sense after they sadly killed off the 12-inch MacBook and put the non-Retina.
Yeah, but can I
misery.
change the MAC
So now
address
they've
on the
finally
Wi-Fi
updated the
adapter on this
MacBook Air
thing?
last year. I thought it made the baseline 13-inch MacBook Pro look a little silly. On paper, the MacBook Pro looked faster, and everyone gave the MacBook Air so much crap for the lower clock CPU. It was low voltage, and in reality, performance between those two was nearly identical. Yes, the MacBook Air had a lower clock CPU. Yes, it was lower voltage, but in reality, that was a newer 8th gen chip versus the 7th gen processor in that MacBook Pro that hadn't been updated since 2017. On top of that, because of the low voltage CPU and its baby charger, that equated to much better battery life, which I think is way more important for most people looking at a laptop at that price point. And the inclusion of T2 was bigger than most people give it credit for. So T2, awesome, touch bar, can be cool, it's not a game changer, but what I was most interested with this MacBook Pro was the processor. Specifically, this is a quad-core chip with a really interesting 1.4 gigahertz base clock. And yes, Taryn, I know your water-cooled rig is super fast, but slam the brakes on those sweet Cherry MXs. This CPU, I promise you, might surprise you. And that measly 1.4 gigahertz base clock turbos up to 3.9 gigahertz. So I've said it before.
Yeah, but you can only turbo boost one core at a time. Shut up.
See how it performs in real-world tests, but at the very least, I like to start in Geekbench 4 because it'll give you an idea of what you could expect. And in this case, clearly that multi-core performance wipes the floor with the previous gen 13-inch MacBook Pro. But what was surprising is even with that measly 1.4 gigahertz base clock, it outperforms it in single core as well. It's also worth noting that as of now, this processor technically doesn't exist, or it didn't until this video. It's not an Intel site, but it's the i5-8257U, which is a quad-core chip. It does have hyper-threading, which surprised me because I figured at a price point of $12.99, Apple was going to cap it off, or at least limit performance in some way. Additionally, for one more point of reference, we also compared this MacBook Pro against a 2016 i7 15-inch MacBook Pro, and the new 13-inch MacBook Pro outperformed it. Now, jumping into real-world performance, naturally got to open up Final Cut Pro 10, and what I did was take one of my older projects. It was a comparison of two of the newest 1.5-inch iMacs, and one of those, honestly, is hands down the best value for a Mac you can grab right now, so definitely check that video out. But in a nutshell, the project's over 7 minutes long. It's ProRes HQ in 4K, the whole 9 yards, and this tiny, brand new 13-inch MacBook Pro with that measly 1.4 gigahertz chip dished out that H.264 file in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. That is bananas. And for reference, when you smack that side by side against the previous generation 13-inch MacBook Pro, that dished out that file in 4 minutes and
I'm confused as to why a slower clock speed is faster.
On this MacBook Pro, the new one.
Wait, is this a quad core and this is dual core? That would make more sense.
Especially when you factor in everything else you're getting, is super impressive. From there, moving on to dumb ideas. I talk a lot of talk about that T2 chip. It's slept on, and now I'm gonna put it through its paces and transcode all of the footage.
Okay, that really explains why the 2019 is able to beat it with the slower clock speed. Yeah.
That you should have.
I'm not convinced that I actually need a new Mac now that I realize that OBS has a working hardware encoder, though.
Watch by now on this MacBook Pro into HEVC and then edit that in Final Cut Pro 10. So part 2 of dumb.jpg. What's going on here is I have all that footage again that you hopefully should have watched. CFast, I'm going to not only ingest but transcode with that HEV acceleration into this MacBook Pro directly through compressors. So let's see if this works. This is also going to be a good little tutorial insight for those that maybe want to transcode into HEVC to edit. If you have a T2 equipped MacBook, shout out to CKID, Terry Warfield, CJ knows tech. You guys pay attention.
What's so awesome about the T2?
CFast card, and I believe this was around 200 gigs, give or take. I created a custom high bitrate HEVC file, so hopefully at the very least this should, one, cut my footage size in half, but we'll see. Got all that footage selected. I'm going to add that here. I'm going to select that custom HEVC profile. I'm going to set the destination.
Yeah, but I don't do anything with HEVC.
Into this MacBook Pro folder. I'll go ahead and call this footage. Create that, and compressor is going to do its thing. It's going to generate each one of those files on the CFast card, and in a second I can kind of batch transcode everything directly off the CFast card. So I'm not duplicating the media, I'm not transferring this first, I'm doing it directly off the card. So it looks like we're good. I'm going to hit start and see. if this was a terrible idea. Initially, so far, that looks like it's flying through this transcode, and again, that is thanks to the T2 chip. Now, the real meat and potatoes test is going to
Alright.
be this last clip right here. That is 44
We can speed
minutes
through the rest of
long.
this.
In theory, that should decimate this machine. So while it's flying through that, I'm going to throw up Activity Monitor and just check out those cores and showcase that T2 chip should be
Ooh,
doing
listen to that
okay,
fan.
that is graphics, that's not going to be doing nothing right now. And then all those cores, let's see if they're going to work or they're just kind of hanging back. So here it looks like they're actually putting in some work. They're not maxed out, they're not completely taxed, but they're working in tandem with that T2 chip, and it is crushing this HEVC encode. It is worth noting that the HEVC acceleration is limited to 8-bit, not 10-bit, but is still impressive nonetheless. So kind of checking in here, this first clip here, that took 20 seconds to transcode from ProRes to HEVC, that's a 31-second clip, so it is doing this in faster than real time on what should be a slow machine. Kind of midpoint, check it in here. It's also worth noting that this MacBook Pro does also feature the 4th generation butterfly keyboard. If it's going to fix the problems, it's still a little too early to tell. We'll have to wait and see, but it's nice that Apple didn't leave this one in the dark. So we're on the final boss level, this super long 40-minute talking clip. This is the ultimate test, and if you did this on a machine with that T2 chip, it would be pretty ugly. So tons of credit here. Again, not only is it doing the touch bar, touch ID, Hey Siri, you can secure Enclave, which is huge. If you use a Mac without that, you actually have to verify Apple Pay on a phone, whereas with this, it's all done on that T2 chip. So we're done. And that entire transcode for all 200 gigs of footage took a total of 33 minutes. And again, mind you, that final clip, which was over 40 minutes, 4K ProRes, that was done essentially 2 times as fast as real time, which is crazy. Now what I'm really curious is to see the file size of all that footage that we just transcoded, 200 gigabytes, and we're going to squash that
Nice
down to
freeze.
43 gigabytes. So for contrast on exactly how impressive that is, running the exact same task on the previous 2017 baseline 13-inch MacBook Pro, that took 1 hour and 27 minutes. So it shaved off nearly an entire hour. From there, this is maybe a little unorthodox, but I'm going to take that HEVC footage and see how it performed in Final Cut Pro 10. Now, I had a theory with this that if I would transcode to HEVC directly from the CFast card and then edit that within Final Cut, that would help take some of the load off of the CPU, off the integrated graphics, and if we play this timeline,
Why is the video frozen?
render that's got a color grade on it, I can even go full screen if I want. That is handling it like a champ. And if we go back to Activity Monitor, what's interesting is the CPU usage is right around 77%, 67%. If you look at those cores, there's not a lot going on. So it'd be interesting to see, is most of that work being done with the integrated graphics, or is that T2 chip helping not only acceleration for transcoding, but editing HEVC as well? So this could be a pretty interesting workflow. Speaking of the workflow, again, this isn't necessarily an orthodox way of doing things, going from ProRes to HEVC and then going back to H.264, but the entire project, excluding this voiceover, was just under 10 minutes long, and the export was 6 minutes and 45 seconds, so faster than real time. And that showcases, again, don't necessarily judge specs just by looking at them on paper. This is a pretty impressive little machine. So that is the surprisingly impressive entry-level 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys drop a like down below.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah.
What I'm going to do with this giant PC
So that I can... Yes,
also
also make sure to watch all the pre-roll ads as many times as you can. It's a bit annoying. Okay. I mean, I don't need this now that I realize that OBS has H.264 hardware encoding, but I'm going to at least go and price it out. Go to Apple's website. Yes, sir. Okay, MacBook Pro. Purchase. Whitelist a ton of crap.
Good refund of up to $1,400 when you trade in an eligible computer. Nah, this thing's worth not much. Let's see, okay. So let's start with the lowest price one and just like bump things up. First thing, terabyte disk. I use a lot of storage. Maybe even 2 terabytes. I have money to blow. So that adds $1,000 to the price. Well, maybe not. I don't know. And then they're like, well, do you want 1.4 gigahertz or 1.7 gigahertz? Are there other options? The $17.99 with 4 ports. Okay. By 4 ports, you mean 4 USB-C ports? Okay, so if I pick 16 gigs of RAM, this looks like a good enough clock speed for me. Quad-core i5, terabyte SSD. There you go, $23.99. Okay. I'll add to cart, and then forget about it for a month. Sound good? Sound good. Whew. Back to JavaScript. The 7-bit and the 8-bit character set. So GL, I guess, is the lower, is for the, oh, shut up, Evan. It's for the lower, is for just ASCII characters, like Q and X. They're ASCII characters. This should be the GL char set. And then there's apparently the GR char set for, like, the other stuff. I thought it was just supposed to be fucking Unicode. Oh well. This is mapping from inbound data to display glyph. What if I do a grep for GL? That finds a lot of crap. That's a lot of crap. Does anything actually pay any attention to the GL? Yes, this here. Here we go, the default parse function. All right, let's console log some shit.
It's 3:30.
It's 3:30. Indeed it is. Why are people saying it's 3:30? I mean, it is, but why? Oh, because the... Oh my god, I completely forgot about that time announcement. I no longer pay any attention to it anymore, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Alright. I guess that could be my next emote. Once I finally become Twitch partner. Is the face of the time announcement guy. Look. There we go. So that's a lot of logs. Oh, interesting. So what seems to have happened is this coding system UTF-8 flag, like has overridden the ability to change like the Q and X thing. Damn it. What do I do? UTF-8 is good, but on the other hand, I want Q and X to be line drawing, so...
So we got a ton of tests, which means if I change stuff randomly, it's going to break the tests. So maybe I shouldn't just change stuff randomly. And the only thing that changes it is here. Apparently, it's default to false. How did it become true then? Did we call set encoding at any point? Wait, so there's an escape sequence to set the encoding. What fun. And then a shroom terminal can configure the terminal encoding. Oh my god, the FAQ entry. Great. What do I do about that? If I change the terminal encoding to, I can try changing the terminal encoding to ISO 2022. I'll actually try that. Odds are it's just going to break everything else. And so then this does become an all JavaScript stream where I try and implement something where when you where you can like change the character sets, where like the default B is actually UTF-8. Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q Q. Maybe after I get bored with JavaScript, this could become a gaming stream. Alright, so we have line drawing characters now. But something probably broke. Like, can we type emojis now? Wait, we can type emojis? What? Why does this work? Also, do you like my emoji? Can I type them and then delete them? Yes. Can I put this into a file and edit the file? Okay, it shows up as dot 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 dot. I can cat the file though. Can I use vim instead of vi? Yes. Well, what I was wondering is if changing the encoding away from UTF-8 had broken emoji. But it seems we're in luck and everything actually is okay. What if I set this environment variable? Hold on. Incurses. No UTF-8 ACS. And run Midnight Commander. What do we get? It actually works? Okay, what? Why doesn't it recognize my hardware keyboard? Alright, maybe this is just the fix. Cool. There we go, now it sees my hardware keyboard. Uh-oh, you say? What happened? Did the stream die or something? Okay, this is going to be an annoying number of VODs for MNP to splice together. Anyway, I guess I fixed it? Odds are this is just gonna make everything totally break as soon as, this is just probably just gonna make everything totally break. But, you know, we'll just ship it and wait for people to report bugs. Or we can throw out that. New Mac when? No. The stream died just now because of my internet, not because of my Mac. No, don't want to push. I want to amend it to add a link to the bug. This happens half the time when I push. 503. I'm rapidly getting very accustomed to adding links to bugs in every single commit I ever do. Alright, that's good. We have fixed 3 bugs today, ladies and gentlemen. 3! Whoa! Can we do more? Maybe. Error when building Xcode, when building iSH with this particular error. This has never happened to me, and I have no idea why, so I'm just going to do a clean build and figure that out. Thank you, Egro. So the error was linking target undefined NSLog. Oh, yes, the water birds. What the hell was going on there? We're gonna end up with quite a collection of memes on this channel, I sense. Assuming I actually managed to stream earlier. It's not early. Regularly. I still haven't played Untitled Goose Game.
That's probably just because it's like an Epic Games exclusive, and Epic Games doesn't have Mac support or something. Okay, this is confusing. This like should not have worked.
It's 3:45.
And there it is. I don't know. Did I tell you to run? I just wanted to build. Damn it. Okay, so we should be able to see. Oh, no work to do. Shit, I need to clean build. Hey. What time is it? Hey Google, what time is it? Thanks. What? Where's the ninja snap? Unable to spawn process? User, look. Do I not have ninja? Dude, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Alright, that makes so much sense. That's an argument, not a build tool. Whew. Build. Any other fun bugs we can fix? That's signal FD. I don't know if I have enough CPUs to run a Android emulator at the same time as OBS. This would be pretty cool, but would require a fair amount of work. These I don't understand. Nobody has been able to reproduce that. Well, guy says he was going to look at it tomorrow morning, has not yet looked at it. Cool. Someone wanted to run FIO. This probably isn't that hard. How's the build going? Why is this not verbose? Guys, now is not new Mac time. Now is time to, I don't know, fix shit? Why did it not build with -V? What the fuck? That time you did -V, but then it said no work to do. So I guess we get to try the whole thing all over again.
Okay, this is useful. And the error was at the final linking step, so... What's new on Hacker News? I don't know. I've been streaming and not checking Hacker News, so I guess it's working.
Okay, this is really just the R step. Alright, what? What the fuck? Oh god, stop. I'm trying to do work, not buy a Mac. Alright, so that's interesting. On his Xcode, this just on this guy's Xcode, it apparently actually builds. It actually does like the final link step of linking ish into libish. Let's actually check the build file because I have that commented out. I have that disabled for some condition, and I forget what that condition is. I know I can do my work faster, but Christ. Alright, so if it's not a cross build, I'm confused why this is not considered a cross. I'm confused why this is not considered a cross build. Because Xcode Meson here will invoke Meson with a cross file. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, a cross build.
Yeah, pretty much. A cross build is when you compile for one computer on another computer.
Wait, what do I need to upgrade? I need to upgrade Meson. I am on Meson 0.49.2. Let's upgrade it and see if that breaks it. You solve one problem, you hit another one. Oh, that hurts, Egrow. I know. Free Google Fiber. See, the problem with that is that Google Fiber has been pretty much canceled.
And I have no idea why. There's somebody on my team who works for Google, who used to work for Google Fiber, And I asked him, why did they cancel it? And he has no idea.
And this is so sad. But you know what is coming is self-driving cars. Maybe. In the next year. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Sully gets killed like 3D Touch. You know what else they launched, like, yesterday, is Project Jacquard, which is intelligent intelligent articles
It's
of clothing.
4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock. Yes, so now you can get a Levi's jacket with like a touch-sensitive sleeve, and you can swipe on this sleeve to skip songs, just like you can do with Sully, but on your sleeve. Yeah, I heard about, so one thing I heard about Google Fiber is that they're having trouble dealing with regulators, like getting the fiber to the places where it actually needs to go. What do you mean, buy an Apple Watch? I have this dude to announce the time to me. I'll disable the time announcement if you won't shut up. Oh, instead of the audio controls on your sleeve? Yes. I agree. Alright, just because you told me not to, I'm gonna do it. Where the hell's... Okay, fine.
You still get it, just only once an hour. So it's a meme, just not as disruptive. Well, if you really want it to be a meme, I should change it to a meme voice. Like, deranged.
I need to go on a really long vacation.
There are less meme voices and there are more meme voices. Like, this is the default.
Most people recognize me by my voice.
And let's see, what's a good one? Cellos. Alright, let's go with that one. Back to GitHub. It does look like I can take out the thing about needing an old version of Meson.
As a family. You kidding me? Bring it back, you say. Nah.
Oh my god, stop it with the... Swear to God. Is this just the Wikipedia list of birds? Gen 2 penguin. Yes, that exists. Are there any other are there any penguins that don't have Linux distros named after them? I guess Emperor Penguin. Are there any other bugs I should fix? Or anything else I could try to work on? Okay, that's a lot of penguins. And all of those, and we need to go make Linux distros for all of those. Macaroni Penguin. Isn't that because he has a feather in his hat? Okay, can I close any of these? What, you want it to be, you want noise? Okay, I can make more noise.
Do you ever look at animals and go, how the fuck does this even exist? No, not really. Okay. I am down to 72 open issues. I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do about this one. I can't reproduce this one. Actually, I have a label that I can add for that. Did that not work? There we go. Bad system called when running script. This is Signal FD. Maybe I should just implement Signal FD. I'm curious what util Linux script is actually doing. Oh my god, PewDiePie.
Don't you compare me to PewDiePie. So script.c. You know what I should get? Octotree. Also, you know what I should get? Source graph. These sort of overlap in functionality. Jesus. Alright, there are two things I could do here. I could put the default and answer back, or I could ban anyone who tells me to put the default and answer back. I must choose wisely. Do they for Firefox? Well, you know what? I can unmod you. Here it is. How the hell could I not find that on DuckDuckGo? Ooh, I can try Octotree Pro for free. You're disgusting. Can I use the... Christ, I don't want to pay $30 a year for this. Fortnite default announcer. Yeah. Let's make everything into the Fortnite default. Alright, why did that not load? That just downloaded an XPI? That loaded a fucking blank tab. This is so fucked up. Can we download this file, or do I have to switch away from Firefox? An unknown error occurred. Great. Do I have to disable uBlock Origin or some shit? Alright, we're just... Dude, what?
Alright, I'm just gonna fucking... download this like that. Alright, this is just a distraction. Let's read some code, damn it. Did I manage to install Octatree? Yeah, let me do that. Do it. What is going on in my chat now? Hi, I'm the Octatree. Oh, Christ. Octatree Pro features. Alright, you know what?
Octatree used to like have have a free version that doesn't demand that you get the paid version. There we go. All right, that's bullshit. Yeah, uninstalling.
Signal FD. So this does use Signal FD for SigChild and SigWinch, apparently. I should read the man page. This would unblock QEMU in addition. Yes, Command-Shift-A. You hate man. That could be interpreted in multiple ways. So, it's like SigWait info. I have implemented this. Yes, it's painfully and excruciatingly verbose, but that's exactly what I need right now. I need to know everything. Okay. So you create a signal FD and you give it a sigmask. Well, yeah, Agrel, but I mean, that's the point. You're not going to go looking at a man page if that's not what you want. So you get a file, and apparently this can be waited on by epoll. Yeah. Yeah, the man page isn't necessarily the most user-friendly place. It does have the answers, but it might be hard to find. The mask argument specifies the 17 ones a color, which is to accept. So you create a signal FD, and this mask is like now hard coded into the into the FD. The flags are just the usual wait, so there's an FD argument. So you can reconfigure an existing FD or create a new FD all in the same system call. What am I trying to solve? This. So you can run the script command. Great, so it's not actually immutable. So you can read, and if there are pending signals. What does pending mean? Okay, so what you'd normally do is block the signals, and then you read from the signal FD, and the signals would come through. Okay. So when you read, if the signals are like waiting but blocked, it will give them to you. Yeah, so when you read it, they're consumed. You can poll, and it will basically be sigwait info. And this is the struct that returns. This is giant. Why don't they just use a siginfo structure for that? I don't know. So does this mean that when you create a signal FD, the current process becomes part of that FD? This is confusing. Oh no. All right, this seems like a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna push a new. I'm gonna write the changelog, I guess, and push the latest version so that people can stop bugging me. Here we go. New stuff. What has happened since the last build? Does that mean dark about today? Error. Dark was unexpected at this time.
The Emperor Penguin editor. Love it.
Oh, I was working on getting Erlang to work. Maybe I should work some more on that. Maybe, or I'll just push a build and work more on it. A Mac Penguin. Now that's an idea. What's this issue? mmap failed, out of memory. Wow, is this a knock-knock joke? My chat is clearly independent of my stream at this point. But Percotal set name. I fixed more things too. Back. Couple new mappings, because I got bored, I guess. Handler for H-term hyperlinks. What was that? I don't quite remember. Apparently you can technically open a link. Finish a TTY input once space becomes available. 486. I guess this is a fixed bug. Vim looking totally screwed up in screen ticks. I forgot to add a bug reference to that. Oh well. This is the allow access to succeed with FOK. Someone, I guess, reported socket pair in Python. Where was that? Probably this.
To learn to use Git. I've been meaning to make a thing about how to learn anything, and a flowchart, and it would basically look like step 1, do something. Step 2, did it work? If so, do more of it. If not, do something different. And that's basically how you learn stuff. Specifically about Git and Vim. There's a lot of documentation. There's, I guess a good place to start would be the Vim tutor. If you just type Vim tutor, you get a Vim introduction lesson. It's kind of cool. You forget everything you learned. Well, you gotta use it, or else you're gonna forget it. Read the whole manual and memorize the key bindings. Yes, Lumi, that is how you do it. Gigical. Higical. Yes, that is how you move in Vim. Because who wants to move their hand 6 inches to the arrow keys? Wanna UHJK? There's a reason for this. Why is Vim HJKL? This is why. Because there are arrow keys printed on the keyboard when Vim was created. Meanwhile, Emacs was created on a Space Cadet keyboard. Which looks like this. Notice the crap ton of keys. And how every key has like 2 shifts where you can choose to type mathematical symbols or Greek letters. It's pretty good. I don't know what the fuck these keys are, or these. But like, you know. You can use Vim with arrow keys. Nothing's gonna be... Like, the only reason to not use arrow keys would be if that hurts your hands less. Yes, even back in the day, they still had emojis. Anyway, any other bugs to write about? Stubs for iNotify. Did that fix something? The Emoji Movie. I've seen the exclusivity about that. No, I don't have an account on this site, shut up. But yes, let's see the combining diacritical marks movie. That would probably be better. Anything else that I forgot? Do I use arrow keys in Vim? No. I'm used to it. That hajjajagalo. Clear screen. Fixed clear screen shortcut. Why did to change terminal and what I assume is tmux? This is not tmux. This is iTerm 2 with focus follows mouse. What did I change here? I forgot.
Procfs. I don't remember when I ran into that, but okay. I guess here's the changelog. So, game plan. I'm going to push this build, and then probably spend the rest of the day playing Celeste. And I will stream it if my computer can manage to render Celeste at enough frames per second while streaming. Anything else that I forgot about? That. Teach me Vim. You learn by... I'm a strong believer in learning by doing. So, go find a file that you'd like to edit, and edit it using Vim, and like figure out what doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know how to solve that problem. Sorry. um, yeah, I believe that the way you become smart is just by well, there's not exactly smart and dumb as a dichotomy. It's a spectrum, and you can always make steps towards being smarter. There's not, like, you can't make too small of a step. It's just my opinion, man. The way I learn is just by doing something and figuring it out as I go along. And I think there's a separation between concepts of intelligence and knowledge. Where intelligence would be, well, I guess where intelligence would be defined as how easy you can learn new things. Fair. I've never had huge problems learning new things that couldn't be solved by just doing the thing. So I'm afraid I can't help you there. Emotional intelligence. perhaps. Anyway, let's get that build out, shall we?
This is hopefully an automatic process. Unless it asks me to type my password or some crap. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong directory.
Ah, yes, it would like me to input a two-factor code. I can trust you guys, right? To not know my password and type this in. Yeah, that's definitely my password. Can you trust YouTube tomorrow? I mean, that code was not valid by the time it got to your eyes, so I think I'm okay. What just happened? Oh, it tried to connect to my device, and that didn't really matter. Time travel. Explain yourself. Oh, time travel is a means to find my use my two-factor code. If someone has made a time machine, I feel like that I wouldn't really mind. Like, if you want to show me your time machine, you can log into my account. Here's a question, at last. Do I drink coffee? Hell no. I don't do drugs. Hey, Daniel. Daniel. Sorry, I called you Daniel. Will it bring back the default announcer? Another question.
And, I'll do a Twitter poll. How about that? Okay, I won't do a Twitter poll then. Also, I wouldn't trust you to tell me the actual number of Twitter accounts you have. How do I know you don't? How do I know you haven't created a Twitter account for every single one of your Gmail accounts? Alright, fair. Though, I mean, I don't have a way to know that for sure. I lean in the direction of not trusting anyone for anything. Because it's a little harder to be let down that way. Alright, ready to upload new build. Why have you stopped? Because Fastlane is ransomware. Yes. Does it take that long to build? It kind of does, you know. Well, I'm not exactly isolationist. You know. How does Apple protect its binaries from being decrypted? It's pretty fucking insane. And I don't know the full details, but there's a kernel component of some where iOS binaries are like encrypted based on your Apple ID and have to be decrypted. Shankar2485, thanks for following. iTunes transporter finishes job. Whoop! Uploaded package to iTunes Connect. Alright. This may take a few minutes, or more than a few minutes. The way they protect the binaries from being decrypted on macOS 10 is very interesting. They have a key burned into the hardware, and that key is, "Our hard work by these words guarded, please don't steal, copyright Apple Computer." And you can't run macOS 10 unless you know that secret key. But like, yeah. You mean about IPSW files? Those just aren't encrypted. You can open them up and decompile them as much as you want. They used to have the kernel be encrypted using hardware embedded secret keys, but they gave up on that because it was kind of stupid. Pirating macOS is hard. Really, no. You just have to know the key, which I just told you. Could you decrypt IPSW files? They aren't even encrypted. But if you're talking about the kernels, those were if you were talking about the kernels, the only way to decrypt those would be to take a phone would be to have a 0-day exploit in the kernel and use the kernel to use this exploit to dump the contents of the kernel. This has to be an exploit you developed on an older version where you did have the decrypted kernel, and then you have to use this on a newer version to dump the newer decrypted kernel. And this was really stupid.
What is this stream? I'm making ish. Chat is answering this much better than I am. Right now, I'm uploading the latest version to Apple. I mean, you can fucking Google the key. It's a very badly kept secret, but I think the reason that the key exists at all is to attempt to make it a crime to have the key. That has never been tested in court, so Should come over to Sac State sometime. Yeah, man. One day. Is work busy? I've had a bit of a slow week, but things may pick up. But I mean, even if work is, but like if work gets boring, Google's a large company. I can just go work on whatever the fuck I want, and if MNPN keeps telling me about how shit the YouTube app is, so now I went and built the YouTube app, and that didn't help because it's too fucking massive for me to understand. But When's the damn product coming out? I'm not going to tell you. But you know, keep your ear to the ground. It may happen one day. Dear Theodore, the following build has completed processing. Woo! Okay, everything else from this point should be automated. Just like everything before this point. So like... Alright, I think everything happened. One thing that didn't happen was an automated Twitter post. So I'm just going to do a Twitter post. And a Discord post, which, because I'm lazy, I guess can just be a link to the Twitter post. What's a good emoji for this? I should do this on screen. This one, maybe. But I'm kind of looking for like a megaphone emoji. Live coding TV. There's a decent live coding community on Twitch. A lot of them are game developers. A lot of them aren't. Eggplant. I don't know about that one. So that's one option, and but is there like a megaphone emoji? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's do that. Let's do it. And Discord post. Oh yeah, for the last few Discord posts, I've been doing a block quote with the changelog, so I'll just do that again. Boom. And here it is. Someone just followed me on Twitter. I have no idea why. Yeah, it took me a damn long time to update to Mojave. My routine is basically whenever a new version of macOS comes out, I update to the previous version. Shit. Discord chiming in with a bug report that all I have to do is that if you just open the About section, can you see this with QuickTime? Why can't you see? Oh yeah, apparently if you open the About section and hit Done, oh fuck. Why didn't this happen when I tested it? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you drag the window down, it doesn't crash. But if you hit Done, it does crash. Okay, that's worth a hotfix. Catching up on Twitch chat. What is the point of a Linux shell on iOS? it's fun. You can like do stuff that you can't do otherwise, and also it was fun for me to make. Um, anyway, this shouldn't be hard to fix. What time is it? 4:55. Y'all are correct. Also, my viewer count just doubled. Let's see if it doubles again after this hotfix. Lol. I got a Twitter notification. What's that? Oh yeah, that was old. All right, let's check out this crash. Thanks for following the one, the only Kef. Hit done. Crash. All right, this is actually exactly what I thought the crash was going to be, and the fix is very simple. And it looks like this. Also, Resi27, thanks for following. Yes, the fix is a try-catch block, not just that, to completely ignore the exception. I wish I had a better fix. All right. So it threw the exception, but I think it's just going to catch the exception and be okay, right? Yeah. And if I delete this exception breakpoint, boom, works fine. Okay. Why even putting anything in the function? It's important to avoid other crashes. Hello, Sagar. How's your interview? Criminal 00. Thanks for following. Let's see. I think this is I think that one change is the entire build. You look at my website? Thanks. With a lull. So, I must take that with a grain of salt. Oh, nice, Daniel. What are you going to be doing for them?
I just got an email, and before the notification popped up, it was like, is the build broken? But actually, it was saying build is fine. Well, there's the announcer. Alright, good luck on that. It's 5 o'clock. That there is a cello. Yes, I did know. I'm doing that on my work laptop.
If your app targets iOS 9 and later or macOS 10.11 and later, you don't need to unregister an observer in its dialog method. Wait, what? Where does it say that? Okay, I guess a more important question would be, how did they pull? Wait, this isn't a notification center. This is a KVO observer, which I think is different. Yeah, alright, yeah, I guess I have to do it. Anyway, time to push a build with a two-line diff. The infamous two-line diff. Yeah, new build. Ooh, we got a new GitHub issue. Let's check that out. Are we ready to, yeah, sure, fine. There's not currently a way to change the font. Why does it crash? I guess because sometimes view did load was never called, so the observer was never registered. Waffle. Yeah, I have no idea how, when you send a resume to a Google Recruiter, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck they're doing. They might just be flipping a coin. They might be flipping 10 coins and they all have to come up the same way. I really don't know how it works. It's a total black box even to me. Alright, game plan after this is we're going to become a gaming stream.
Using Safari before. Let me get this microphone in the same place. Yes, I was using Safari before, and I switched because someday, I'm going to need to switch to get New Block Origin back. Nice job on the food bar, by the way. Yeah, New Block Origin is pretty dead. The other big reason is, really recently, Firefox finally unbroke their Mac GPU acceleration, so I can run it without my computer overheating. I mean, I guess. What Mac do I have? It's 3 years old. Yeah, it's a MacBook Pro. In fact, why did I just... in fact, here, have a look at my About box. Where is that? No, there we go. So now you know. You also know my serial number. Very cool. Yeah, I could restart the stream. There's also some button that I can apparently push to make a stream marker, but it's easier to just restart. I should play marbles. What's that? Alright, please wait while new build is uploaded. ... You got a link to this marbles thing? Did you know that the program to upload builds to the App Store is written in Java? I wonder why it hasn't been rewritten yet. Alright, let's see. Can I drag this? Yes. Marbles on stream. Okay. Why is it making a request to W3 schools? There are good things and bad things about every language, including Java. I don't get what's blocked though. Why Ray-ish and Objective-C and not Swift? Because I don't like Swift.
So is this like add a browser source to OBS and it does something? Free download! Oh, why is this a Discord link instead of a download link? I'm gonna go with no. Oh, stop. You stop it with the birds. I'm gonna add birds to my banned words. If you don't stop. Yeah, Objective-C is kind of hard to learn, that is true, but I already know it, so that's not a vector for me. And one annoying thing is that Swift adds like 10 megabytes to your app size, and the app is 5 megabytes. How's the app so small? Alpine. I'm using the smallest Linux distro known to man. Alpine Linux. I use Vim. Rizzy. The problem with Arch is that you think it's like small and svelte and all that, but it's actually an entire gigabyte as compared to Alpine, which is 5 megabytes. Gentoo? I mean... Oh. Wait. I'm afraid I didn't see the joke before responding to the setup. Yes. You should be like, by the way, I use Arch. Yeah, I mean, if you can find me a Linux distro that's a different Linux distro that's 5 megs, then we'll talk. You know what does sound like a good idea is having a way to let people just plug in whatever Linux distro they want. MNPN would like me to yee. Yee. Alright, that's your yee. Never again. Alright, sure, fine. I kind of like TempOS. If it weren't for all the things that are blinking at you, it'd be pretty good. How's the build going? Still waiting for App Store to process. It's the most annoying part. Why don't we browse Hacker News while we're waiting for that? Yeah. He had some brilliant ideas and some questionable ideas. So it goes. You crashed a 3 million Bugatti. Now what? Alright, see you, man. Yeah. The quintessential Bay Area cry. I hate living in my tiny house that costs me $6,000 a month. Yep, that's the Bay Area. In fact, I bet that's what the post is about. Fastcompany.com. Tiny houses are marketed as a housing solution, but I hate mine. Okay, the build has finished processing. I think it's probably out by now. Whoopee! New build. Test flight crashes when I try to open it, though, so, like, what the fuck? Whoopee. Rule 1 of hotfixes. Don't fix anything else in your hotfix other than the bug you're trying to fix, or else you're going to break something else. Try reinstalling? Okay, sure. Oof. Man, they made it so hard to delete apps on iOS 13. What the hell's that? Why does it have the same name as a BSD hypervisor? Do you know how to move this text in iTerm 2? I'm not sure what you mean. Fine. I don't get why they, like, why a long press doesn't start, like, this mode, though. Dude. I want to put my fucking app. Christ. Okay, there we go. Okay, why did that X just expand weirdly? Because 3D Touch. Isn't 3D Touch deprecated? I still don't know what text you're talking about, Resi. But yeah, we've got build 59. Oh yeah, I installed test flight through test flight. I forgot all about that. Should I do it? I'm too risky. Yeah, you can post links, Resi. Yeah, of course the context menu stuff has to go somewhere, but like... You know what would help is if there was a delete app button in the context menu.
Uh-oh, I probably leaked Google secrets by showing Stadia. News, Stadia has an iOS app. Documentation status bar. Can we click this? Oof. Alright, we got a screenshot here. By continuing, I am agreeing to use cookies.
Alright, I don't know where that's coming from. It's not coming from iTerm 2, though. It's coming from your own. It's coming from your shell prompt or something. Yes, Egrow, that is probably it. How the hell did you find? Alright, see you, Sagar. Yeah, that's probably it. Alright, what say we play a game? This is all predicated on the game rendering at a good frame rate. So I guess I'm going to kill a bunch of other programs. Does it have something to do with the composer? Could be. Here we go, Steam. Should I participate in the Valve hardware survey? You know what? Sure, why not? Son would like to know when Build 60 is coming. Soon, trademark. What's with the non-dark mode? I am a non-dark mode kind of person. And I request that you accept me as I am. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, here we go. This is very risky. Oh yeah, I have to stop and start the stream. Okay.